The headphones are in, but the butt plug is not.
That's fine too. You can use the real one later.
Yes.
Reporting live from the Bootleg Studios is the bootleg version of RuPaul. Paul. Hey, Aja.
What is the tea, Miss Thing? You look so regal. Like you look like you're about to get by your sugar daddy. It's giving rich.
Well, I did have, 3 extra hours to get ready today, because,
I don't know, and I choose to refuse to know.
I think you do know.
Bootleg opinions.
But anyway, today we're in matching looks today. We are in white as well as blonde hair, so we're giving you the bootleg version of white chicks.
Or the bootleg version of...
Of what?
I actually had nothing to say. I just wanted to say something.
Well, currently I'm holding you space to give your jokes a moment because from the last video, you said something about Mount Fuji. I didn't hear it on my end. The audio cut out. And I was like, I'm gonna figure out what she says in the post, which means like when I'm editing anyway. So I just jumped right into the comment that I was gonna make. And people were like, oh, you shut her down with her joke.
I want to see different types of water. Are you muddy water? Are you clear water? Are you blue water? Are you Coney Island trash and somebody's, stained diaper in the water?
In the toilet. In the toilet while douching. Are you the clear water or are you the brown water?
Are you douche water? Are you hot dog water?
Are you water that's ready or are you water that needs a few more flushes?
Personally, today, I'm here as Mount Fuji.
And I actually like this theme and the promo that they did because a lot of the times, and it's repetition, right? Drag Race tends to go for pastel, color blocking, and I feel like those are great themes, but sometimes it can get a little bit repetitive. So to see something a little bit out there and different was cool for me. But in my defense, sometimes when we do it over Zoom, the audio cuts out. So I figured that I'm gonna find out anyway.
Y'all, don't listen to Yuhua. Yuhua is Aja-phobic. It's okay because I'm homophobic.
I'm homophobic, transphobic, racist, xenophobic, and ableist. Now anyways, what do you think of this episode? It is all about the talent and the runways.
I have a lot of mixed feelings about this episode. I feel like it went so fast because at one point, you're literally sitting there and you're like, oh, it's the talent show. And then the numbers are like 20 seconds long. And then we have 2 lip syncs. It's a lot to fit in for the hour.
Yeah, it was like a minute each per person. One comment that I saw under a YouTube video, somebody says, wow, this episode, I feel like I'm watching a brunch drag show.
A brunch drag show is absolutely diabolically correct.
But I will say that Lexi slayed it. That was my winner for the talent show.
Yes, absolutely. And I just felt like a lot of the girls, I get it, it's their first time on Drag Race. And honestly, mine probably wouldn't have been any better. I feel like though, we're in a day and age where we've had so many seasons. You should know what you're coming into. Bring a little bit of production level. I feel like there was certain queens who did that. Lexi definitely did that.
I feel like she was the only one, let's be honest, girl. This episode. So category is it cake / aka Knights of 1000 Marie Antoinette. We first have Sam Star, who is giving you a wedding cake, looking beautiful, very camp, and she turns around and show you her cake. At first, I was like, okay, if you're gonna give us cake, which is her, you really need to exaggerate with the padding. And I want to see the exaggeration of the cake to match the structure of the outfit. And I think it would have been really camp and cool to, instead of the thong behind her, but just have a nude ass, but place a star against her butthole and write star on there. At first, I was underwhelmed by this, but then I saw the rest of the runway, I was like, this is pretty cool compared to the other girls, because the rest of the girls were just kind of having an outfit and showing their ass, This one had more of a thought process to it.
I feel like we're all entitled to our opinions.
And AKA, you don't like it.
Bootleg opinions. No, it's not that I don't like it. I do feel like this was one of the runways I did like a little bit more, as it was one of the better cake, figuratively, literally, cake. However, what upset me about a lot of the girls is just like, I get it, cake, but there was really no cakes that was shown because to me, pads, there has to be like a trick, maybe with like a tucking panty or something to kind of give the cheeks. And, when you see her cake, girl, it's giving pads because it looks kind of flat. And to me, that's not cake. I get what you meant about the pad, but I mean also the shape, not just the size. This outfit and look is amazing until we get to the cake.
like I said before, I was a little bit underwhelmed by the idea, but then I saw everybody else just gave you kind of a dress or an outfit with a cutout in the back. So I feel like technical-wise and skill-wise with the costume, I like this more. I understand what you said about the padding. It's almost like kind of giving Barbie in the back. You don't see the shape, you don't see the shading, you don't see the gradient colors, so I understand what you mean. But if she just kind of padded even more, overly exaggerated, I would have loved this even more. But it's not a bad look compared to the other girls.
Nope, it's not at all. I want the viewers of the Bootleg Opinions to know that as our opinions are bootleg, two things can be true. I can like something and critique it. And I think that this is one of those cases where I do like the look. I think she looks amazing. She has amazing makeup skills. But something about that look got on my nerves. It gave like a virgin touched for the very first time.
It's giving Greek yogurt. Your turn, on your nerve.
You know, I was doing my segue before. Anyways, does she get on your nerve? It is literally on your nerve. It's like a gown with a corset type of situation. I think she looks stunning. I think that she looks beautiful. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was a good girl. I'll finish your thought for you, baby. Do you want me to finish your thought for you?
Okay, yeah, I needed that.
Yeah, she's a peach, but I feel like we've seen Saphira did it last year so much more extravagant that she just gave us a corset and dress, and the fabric at the bottom didn't even match the top. The top was bedazzled with the stones, and the bottom was just like plain fabric. If you're gonna do the bedazzling at the top, you're gonna have to do it at the bottom too. And give us some gloves, something. It looks so bare.
In terms of makeup and hair combination, this is probably the best she's looked throughout the competition thus far. But I do agree with everything you're saying.
But I will say that her talent show, I really enjoyed it, and I think that she should have been placed a little bit higher. I know it's a little bit simplistic, but it was really fun, it was really camp, it was really funky and groovy, and I think she sold the performance.
You know, when you let the girls do Raider Queen, they just don't know how to behave. Because I remember, was it last season that Maya gave an amazing talent show, like with a real talent, and I was gagging that they had placed her so low.
Yeah.
And there was other girls who didn't literally do anything, but they walked back and forth to a song. I feel like there's times where girls have real raw talent and they don't appreciate it as much, but then they'll go for like a mediocre variety show performance that are like, oh, she gave stupid, oh, she gave ha ha ha, and it's like, it's not all about that. Sometimes, you know, it is about talent. I will say, I felt last week's episode, they actually voted a lot better.
Yeah, same thing with Sam Starr. I felt like she did a lot on the stage, but also kind of gave nothing too. Like, she moved from here to here to here. She did the dip at the end, and by the way, it's a dip, not a shablam or a death drop, because it is what it is. And I felt like with Sam Starr, she could have used the, you know, the rope. Yeehawing, the hat, do something, straw hay in her mouth or something, give us a yodel. Yeah.
I love that she leaned into her country style aesthetic. I thought her talent show was boring. It was just a track with her walking around. And then, you know, walking on top of the haystack and then like jumping into that. And, you know, I wouldn't even call it a dip. It was just kind of like a...
It's not voguing, it's noking.
She landed like she hadn't stretched in years. Like, I feel like when she walks, you hear her bones cracking. She probably has like calcium deposits inside of her joint. That's how stiff she was. I was like...
What I'm just trying to say is she needed poppers for that dip.
You know, people kept asking what was my opinion on that. And I was like, to be honest with you, I can't have an opinion on it because I don't need to say it's bad for you to know it was bad. I mean, we all kind of collectively know.
It is what it is, baby. Moving right along before we get any more hate. Next up is Crystal Envy serving you a reference. I think it's cool, it's smart. I feel like the bodysuit, the coloring was a little bit off.
The nude illusion is not matching the skin.
Yeah.
The airbrushing, in my opinion, could have been a little bit more detailed.
Yeah.
She kind of looks like her head is floating on the bodysuit. It's not aesthetically super pleasing for like, you know, I guess an experienced eye. Because I don't know, maybe y'all live for it, but you know, I don't.
I don't either.
But I do think the blue looks lovely on her skin tone. The wig was really nice, so I will give her credit for that. I do think she does a really good job at doing her makeup.
There needs to be more blending. The shapes were too hard. The panty and the bra should have been bigger to proportionalize her with her body. The ponytails should have been fluffier and bigger for her face frame. And that puppy should have been bigger. That's the number one issue that I have, is that everything's not proportionalized.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. Do we see the zipper on the spine, or is it an invisible zipper?
Yeah, we do. We do see it.
The zipper on the spine gives reptilian. So I just want to make this announcement today. Crystal Envy is a reptilian coverage from New Jersey. Please be careful with the reptilians. The aliens are invading us.
She's giving me Demi Moore in the substance. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Well, yes. Yes, I know about the substance we've seen.
About her talent, I feel like it was okay, but I feel like she had a lot of props on the stage, but she didn't use them, like the vanity, the makeup, and I also thought that she was gonna do a wig review, because that wig, it was a little bit crunchy, it was a little bit hard, so I thought she was gonna take it off and remove to something a little bit more spectacular. But you know what? It is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what she did. You know, sometimes we're here to judge the queens, but we're also here to judge the kings. And here we have Corey King. I love a corny, transition. I'm gonna do that this whole time.
She's giving you stay-at-home mom jokes.
Yuha. Now, if I transport through this screen and f you up right now, I'm wrong.
No, transition into Corey. Go ahead.
Transition into Corey. I'm transitioning into Corey. Ah! Okay, I'm crashing out. Corey King comes out in a Monet Exchange cosplay. I feel like she doesn't look bad, and I think that in terms of pads, she did have some of the more, better body, in my opinion, than some of the other girls. But I guess coming out in an outfit that Monet has wore, to me, is an interesting choice, just because it kind of looked better on Monet, and also because I wanted to see something more original for Corey. But I will say, Corey is one of my favorite queens on the season so far. Her confessionals are ridiculous. The runway, though, Miss Thing. No shade.
Issue number one I have with this is that I don't think we know Monet Exchange as an queen, do we? I mean, if she's gonna go for a queen that's known for her, I would probably go for Trinity the Tuck, or...
The girls are gonna come out in their Komora Black cosplay.
Yeah, or Komora Black.
Cynthia.
Or Cynthia Lee Fontaine, yes, cuckoo. But I don't think we know Monet Exchange as an queen. For example, if the category was clown, if you come out as Bianca Del Rio, then that's funny.
I would come out as you, honestly.
Why? No, I am a clown. I mean, is it a bad look? No, but it's not screaming to me, other than the fact that I see padding. If Corey King was gonna do a tribute to a queen with, probably not Monet Exchange, probably give it to Detox, who was the first queen on Drag Race to pull out a beautiful sleek gown, and then when she turns around, it was her ass. If anybody was to have a tribute, it should have been Detox, right? But her talent show was cute, though. I thought she could have been rated higher.
I agree. When you have a cast that is no shade, but disproportionately white or non-black compared to black queens, what happens is, kind of like in the case with Anya Nerve, I feel like...
I know where you're getting with this. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, a lot of people are displaced sometimes to how black culture or even Asian culture works in a way where it's not relatable to them. So I feel like what happens is that, the girls maybe didn't see those things as relatable or as talent.
Yeah.
I guess those other queens just don't understand. It's the thing.
Speaking of performances and culture, you know that Facebook has this thing where it reminds you of the memories on this day. So it keeps reminding me currently of the Asian pageant you did, where we have photos together. It was you and your era when you thought you were Asian.
Yes, but if we go back to that pageant, Miss Thing, I was fully in that Qing Dynasty get up, and no shade, but I looked fab.
You did look fab.
And I would do it again, let it be known.
I didn't think it was appropriation, I thought it was appreciation, because you didn't make fun of it. You were glorifying the culture on your body, so I liked it.
That's right, y'all heard it from overall Mother China, Miss Yuhua Hamasaki with the good vagina. Ayy.
And I love my Asian culture, which is why today I'm wearing a blonde wig and blue eye contacts. Next up is Miss Lexi Love. Do I like the look? Yes. Is this about specifically? No. I just feel like she had this costume that was really fun and she had already made, and she just cut the back of her outfit to show her ass. You know what I think could have been really fun? If she had the TV around her hips, showing, instead of like what she has currently, it's like showing cakes, it's like different types of cakes, and then she turns around, it's her, ass. I think that would have been really fun. But I just don't see how this fits into this category, other than the fact that she had this outfit already, and she cut a hole in the back.
You ate that, no shade. We need to get Yuhua All-Stars, and we need to get, no shade, even though she will sign an NDA, just know that if we ever release a GoFundMe for Yuhua, and it's called Donate to the Cake, it is giving very much Yuha's on All-Stars, and we need you, the Bootleg Opinions family, to pay for all of her shit so Yuha can walk down the runway with a television that is showing penises on Drag Race.
You think I'm broke? I am a billionaire, honey. My booking fee is $5 million per booking.
Personally, I'm broke. Yuha is my employer, and
I'm broke too, don't worry, baby. I'm broke too. I had to sell 5 costumes so I can book Aja today.
We gotta move forward. Wait. I agree with everything that you said about Lexi's look. I feel like it wasn't giving cakes, but it was a fab look, no shade.
And her talent was great. And that lip sync with the other queen who's the other queen? Oh, Crystal. And her lip sync with Crystal was fabulous. I felt like she delivered the lip sync exponentially great because the song is very bratty, very snobbish, very rebellious. I don't give a f. Meanwhile, Crystal, I felt like she was giving a little bit too perfection, a little bit too cheerleader, a little bit too dead in the face. So yeah, I agree. Lexi won the lip sync. And we had Doechii as a guest judge. Woo!
Yes. That's why she got that spooky Gucci Miss thing. Well, anyways, I feel like Lexi did the best she could with the lip sync. And I feel like it was a very awkward thing to watch two non-black queens lip syncing about having a black vagina and Wakanda. That was a little peculiar, but I said, you know what, for this 2 minutes, they are unofficially my albino sisters. Welcome. For some reason, I always want to call her Harmonica, but she's actually just Hormona Lisa. Now, the judges was hating on the look. No shade, I liked it. This was pleasantly surprising for me because I did think that, one, her Marie Antoinette look was way better than
the rest of them.
There was 3 of them. Oh, Lord.
Knights of 1,000 Marie Antoinette. I'm giving you Marie Antoinette, too.
Well, I wouldn't quite say that, but I don't care that all came out of Marie Antoinette. Her look was not bad, and I don't think that one queen should, suffer at the expense that 2 other queens decided to come with the same concept. Because, yes, that's like if we compared all the queens who came out and gave us padded butts and, that's it, or cutouts. That's like if we compared all of them. I think it's not fair. But I will say I did like her runway. I'm not going to lie. It was cute. She was giving trans rights.
The only thing I would change about this is the hips, the dress, a lot more gigantic. To give us a little bit more Drag Race level. But other than that, it's safe, it's cute. She showed the frosting in the back when she revealed her ass. It wasn't bad.
I love the hair with the flowers and the butterfly. That ate it for me. And I love her sadness confessional look.
Yeah.
It's so unreal. There's something so campy about her existence that, I'm just like...
And now, to this that had a lot to say about me on the Pissed Off the other day, Raven once again!
I love it. I'm a fan. No shade.
Well, were you a fan of her comedy set or no?
That was terrible. But, 2 things can be true.
What do you think of her? What do you think of her talent set?
She bombed it. She was giving a PSA about gay rights and love. It wasn't giving comedy. But she did land a little 1-2s. But, apparently Michelle called out Ru for being an easy laugh.
You know what her segment reminded me of? When you're the MC of a show, you're in the middle of the show, you've done your intros already, you did your heart knockout jokes already, and one girl just finished, and you just have about 30 seconds to make a joke here and there to transition to the next performers. That's what it reminded me of. It wasn't bam, bam, bam with the jokes. It wasn't hard enough.
Y'all need to get some new content then, because I'm me on the mic hosting a show. I never run out of shit to say. As a matter of fact, they be having to get me off the mic.
Same. You know what I think? The jokes are getting a little bit repetitive. RuPaul is old. Michelle is a man. She's a whore. Carson Kressley and Matthew... What's his name? What's his name? The other one.
Ross Matthews.
Oh, Ross Matthews are total bottoms. And the guest judge is like, who the f are you? The jokes are getting
I
repetitive.
think Ross is a top,
need,
no shade.
Yeah, he's a blouse. We need new materials. That's what we need. And I feel like, no tea, no shade, I wanted her to go home. I know that we love some Hormona Lisa, and I know you do especially. I want a competition. This is 3 episodes in. Nobody goes home. I want somebody to go home. And that lever, I feel like was rigged. It was set up. And I want to see how the lever really is. Turn that shit around. Show us which 2 numbers are the actual lever that the queens need to pull. For all we know, all 8 of them, or 7 of them, were pullable levers. I want to see competition.
Yuhua said, no more of this goddamn nonsense.
And you know, every week I look forward to one less queen to talk about and edit so that the editing is a little bit faster. And it's 4 weeks in next week and we still have 14 queens to edit. Anyway,
this is definitely going to be a season where there's a double elimination. I'm feeling it in the bottom of my clitoris. It's coming.
Give me a triple elimination. I'm down for that too.
That will be over.
Next up is Lana Jar. I like the dress. I like the lacing. I feel like she had trouble walking in this. Maybe she could have loosened the laces at the bottom. Or not take the lacing all the way down though. I feel like she's pretty, but I feel like this was still safe.
I like this from a fashion perspective.
Same.
So this actual silhouette with the lace going down the back is actually very Mugler. And Mugler did something like this in the 90s. The print modernizes it and gives it a little bit more of an urban flair. Here's the thing, no shade, I like sleek. I like fashion. And I do appreciate all parts of the fashion spectrum from more toned down. I don't care if it's drag. Like, if a girl can pull off a simple look, but the fit is immaculate, I think that comes, I don't know, to me more aesthetically pleasing than someone who has a bunch of on and it doesn't even fit. To me, that's just like, eh. But to me, this, I think you could tell that the garment is very custom. I wish she would have had a necklace. Not for nothing. I kind of wish she had a purse.
What I wanted was like maybe a hat, a fascinator with like feathers, something a little bit more than just a dress. That's what I wanted. A purse, I can see it too. I just wanted her to take us to the setting of where she's going. You know, that's all.
I want the girls to start normalizing coming out in like a fully realized set. I will say I wish that the waist was cinched a little bit more. And I only say that because I know she's capable. This has like a 10-inch waist, so.
Speaking of 10s, was her performance a 10 for you? Rate it 1 to 10.
My honest rating of it, and you know, this is someone who I hold in a high regard. I consider her like a niece. I've seen it for her ever since she came out. I thought she was gonna be one of them once, and she is one of them once for me.
You know, last time, remember when you said about her when she came out? I was like, what do you mean she came out? Like, she came out as trans? Like, I didn't say it, but like, what are you talking about?
Lana's one of those people that ever since she first came out, I always knew she was gonna be very big, so I'm very proud of her.
Anyway, sorry for cutting you off.
I mean, when she first came out into the scene, period, Miss
Yes.
I've always seen it for her. I think she's amazing. I think she's talented. I think she is beautiful. I feel like the talent number, I feel like maybe she was nervous because she doesn't perform like that. If you look at her clips, you look at her online, she doesn't really perform like that. Yes, the dip at the end was cute. I forgot about this, but I had Lana and Crystal in the studio before they left to film, teaching them how to Vogue. And,
Crystal?
Yeah, I had Crystal reached out to me and she wanted to be in the studio and I took her to the studio.
She was trained?
Huh?
Nothing, never mind. That was a little bit shady.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell that she was trained at all. I mean, Lana, I can tell.
Oh!
But like, she was trained?
Here's the thing. So, like, you know, we only had one session.
Okay.
And everybody has a different level. And the thing that I told Crystal when we was in the studio was, Vogue is the essence of femininity. People think Vogue is a dance. No.
It's feeling it, girl.
Okay, this is an important part of history. Vogue Femme, which is Vogue, that everybody knows, comes from Femme Queen Performance. And Femme Queen Performance, everybody saw the Femme Queens, aka the trans women, aka the Femme Queens, performing. And they said, oh, I want to do that. So then the category Voguing Like Your Favorite Femme Queen came out, which is Butch Queen Vogue Femme, and so on and so forth. Needless to say, Vogue is supposed to be super feminine, and I feel like Crystal has a very masculine mannerisms. That's not easy to break through in just one session. I told her, I said, you better lay in some Epsom salt. soften up them muscles. She was very nice. She paid me more than what I asked her for the session. She's a very nice person. I like her a lot. She's a very sweet individual. Lana's performance for me was a 3. I love her down. The end of it was fab. I love the way it ended. But to get there, it was very anticlimactic. And I know that the Lana fans, the Goudas or whatever y'all call the cheesies, they going off on social media on anybody who disagrees with what they said. Shout out to y'all because y'all writing out for y'all girl, and that is my niece. But also respectfully, don't come to me with that because I have been performing for 15 years and I know when I see that there's somebody who has way more potential and could do way better than what they did. Regardless though, I'm still rooting for her for this season because she's family. So,
you know what? You're a little bit more nicer than I am because I was going to give Lana a 4. Yeah, I was very stiff.
I said 3.
Yeah, I said 4. That's why I'm a little bit nicer.
Oh.
4 is bigger than 3. Anyway, I feel like her split and her spreading of the legs and the dip were fantastic, but she was just stiff. She kind of stayed in one place. As far as Crystal, it's also a state of mind too. You know, you have to be very flexible. As they say in the Asian culture, you're gonna move like water, baby. And I feel like her face is just very... There's a lot of thinking in her head when it comes to Crystal performing, as we saw in the talent show and also the lip sync. She's just very thinking a lot in her face.
It's like this. Hold up. I'm gonna get up and show you.
Go for it, baby.
I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, like, hold on. Ooh.
You don't want to see me get up. I'm wearing underwear, girl.
I mean, well, same. I mean, bam. So it's like the literal difference of this. Like, oh, my ass is about to break the mirror. We're just gonna use a catwalk because the girls are doing a lot of catwalk. Catwalks is,
ooh, baby, y'all getting a free session from Aja. Meanwhile, Crystal has to pay her. Ooh.
No, hold on, y'all just getting a little catwalk so I can show y'all what I was talking about.
Ooh, Aja, like, mother is mothering today. Yes.
A lot of times.
Clack, 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 clack. Okay, I'm
done. A lot of times, girls don't move the hips and they just go like this and they think it's they think it's just like stepping down and moving their hands, and I'm like, no, that's not what it is. When you're catwalking, you're supposed to be like basically where your shoulders are is where your head should be, and when you're walking, your hips should be extending to the front. It's not all about boom, boom, but this is a catwalk. This is a catwalk. This is a catwalk. This is a catwalk. This is a catwalk, you know, and you should be in it. You should stay there. Boom, 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 boom. Ah!
Yeah.
So
I need to take some lessons with you, Aja.
Well, let's do it, Miss Thing. Maybe we'll do our little one. We'll record it. We'll do our session. But feminine.
Yeah.
That's what makes it feminine.
Yeah.
The hips.
Yeah.
The essence. Even if you are a man, which they are. You should be pretending that you are 38, like 12, 38. You have 6 BBLs, 14 sessions of breast implants. You don't have a facial hair in the world and no muscles. Voguing, it should be like, feminine. You know, people get this idea that Vogue is supposed to be this athletic dance, and it's like, oh, because that's what they see. But no, baby, it's the essence of femininity. Let's move forward, Miss Thing.
You know, you talked about how you were a performer for 15 years. You know what I found the other day? So I got an email saying that one of my emails were going to get deleted because I haven't logged in for a little bit. And you know what the email was? It was for the account Drag Attack NYC. So I logged in just to see, like, you know, what's going on with that account because I even forgot about it. And I found an email from you.
Okay, sure. What is it giving? I'm scared.
Okay, this is from 2013, January 16th, just 10 days away from January 6th. My name is Aja Marie, and I am an upcoming Asian Latino drag queen in New York City and in the pageant system. I am intelligent, fabulous, beautiful, and a diva for all occasions, including funerals. I am here to serve up fierceness and prove to myself that I am a talented queen. Look how fabulous this is!
Girl, this is the key. This is when I was in my whitewash era. Well, I guess my Asian wash era. When I first came out into the scene, you know that I dealt with so much racism and like mess that it was so hard to like find any sort of like footing, because I used to go to and stuff and oh my god, there was one of the drag queens there. She used to like call me
Who?
do you remember Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was gonna be her.
Which is funny because now she's super like spiritually uplifted and woke and I don't know, PC. But like at that time, she used to call me ghetto. They used to say this, that, and the other and stuff like that. And you know, as a Black Latino in New York, and especially a light-skinned person, dealing with that was just like kind of like, girl, what is going on? Like it was a lot. I remember at that time I was going with this whole like, yes, girl, I'm Asian, Miss Thing, because I wanted to get inside the pageant.
What does Asian have to do with pageants?
Because
the other Asian pageant.
It was an Asian pageant. Girl, I don't know. I was like 17. I don't know what the I was doing. In case you forgot, it's a case you forgot.
Acacia, remember what we said? It's Akasha, it's actually Acacia.
Yeah, they read us. They were like, you illiterate I was like...
But to be fair, if her name was like a play of like In Case You Forgot, shouldn't it be In Case You Forgot instead of Acacia? Where's the N in there? Anyways.
Baby, I don't make the rules. All I know is that I do not live for this outfit. It's very weak sauce for me.
Same.
It looks really cheap. I don't really have much to say about it.
It's giving catering upholstery. That's what it's giving to me. I mean, you can't deny that the corset is well made. It's just that the coloring and the fabric choice is cheap looking. And the bottom, the fact that she had to hold it, the artwork is beautiful, but no, it's giving... No Tino Shea is giving tablecloth.
But then it was crazy because she revealed to show her hairy cakes, and I was like, oh.
But the look itself is just not good. And her lip sync against Hormona Lisa, sorry. Both of them should have been going home.
Oh my god. Yeah, the lip sync was so bad that I forgot it happened. I thought the lip sync of the episode was the alter ego. Well, yes.
Well, yes.
Arrietty. And Yeti is not an offensive word. All I have to say is that for me personally, this was my favorite look of the night, actually. I feel like it was just so spacey, so elevated. I love the way it was accessorized. It was so fashion and still gave drag. I'm not a fan of the padded, cakes on this evening. I do like her glitterous, her glanal, her glitter. I don't know what it's called. Her glutey hole.
Her K?
Yeah, I liked her glutey hole. It was cute or whatever. Her glurky way. Her rhinestone hole. Out of everybody who did the booty looks, I liked it, and I love that hairstyle. Ooh, it's just so sharp. I'm a fan of Arrietty. We've never had a Seattle girl who is, who's like...
not campy?
Yeah, or like who's not white, I believe. Because we had...
who's not gotten into an Uber accident. Do you get it?
Rest in peace to Robbie Turner's Uber driver.
Career. Anyway, about this look, I like it from the front, but I think that the concept and idea of was a little bit weak. What I would have done, since it's all about the future, robots, and technology, why not give us a robotic technology made of metal? That's what I would want to see. Give us a different take of than on a padding. Because this whole look is very future, it's technology. In the future, are not even flesh anymore. It's made of technology. Give us technology. Give us science. Give us the future. Because this whole look is very futuristic.
Science? Yeah. What are you, women in STEM? You said, give us science. Please.
Do you know what STEM stands for?
Wait. STEM. Isn't it, don't tell me.
Okay.
STEM, isn't it science? I know it's like science, and the M is mathematics.
It's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Yeah, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, yes.
Yeah. But clean look, though.
I love
yes, she's young. Go ahead.
I just got assaulted.
What were you going to say? What did you say?
I love her confessional. Like, I was just going to say, I love, like, her little striped sweater. I hate when the girls do too much for their confessional.
Like who? Next up is... I was going to say Joella. Next up is Juwel Sparkles, giving you a tribute to her culture. Do I like the look? Yes. Is it effective? Sure. It needed a little bit more. If she's going to come up with the flags. 2 flags. I am Puerto Rican, I am Cuban, come up with the flags. and then take the flag away and reveal her ass. It needed a little bit more substance, a celebration of culture than just an outfit with the flag colors on there. Give us the full celebration. Or come out with the flag, holding it, you know, one of those poles with the flags. Give us a full concept.
You would have gagged if she would have came out in a motherfucking car, like slow driving. Like, girl, that would have been with the Puerto Rican and Cuban flag on the trunk and the front.
Oh, you know what that reminded me of? You know, on on season 4 of Drag Race, they came out with fucking boats. I think it would have been really cool if she comes out in the car as if she's at the parade. You know, at the Cuban/Puerto Rican parade, and then she gets up and then turns around and we see her. That would have been a full concept.
Did she have her ass out too?
Yeah, she had her ass out too. It was like any other look, just an outfit with ass. That's it.
That's kind of having your thong be just the strings. That's very Puerto Rican, no shade. I feel like, again, real body would have like been more effective with this. This wasn't my favorite look. I mean, at least like maybe a fur and then reveal. But you know, it's better than anything I had in season 9. So who the fuck am I to judge?
You know what if she had like a ruffle coat? Like a very, what's her name?
Diane of Ross.
No, not Diana Ross. She's a Cuban singer. What's her name?
Celia Cruz.
Yeah, Celia Cruz. And then she takes it off and then we see her. Then I would have been like, okay, Cuban, Puerto Rican culture combined.
Puerto Rican.
A full celebration of the two cultures. You know what I mean? This just feel like an outfit and then a cutout in the back. You know?
You wanted her to kimbara kora kimbamba. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, if you're gonna give that, give it 100%. Even if she gave us some dance during the runway.
No, I would not have wanted her to dance. I hate when the girls do anything else but walk down the runway. No shade.
I feel like she needed it because this concept was so weak that she needs to take us there. Take us to the dance floor. Take us to the block party, you know.
The block party?
Not black party, block party.
I didn't say black party. Look at you. You're a geek.
The block party. For anybody that don't know what that means, like, in New York, we have those.
That's right. Native New Yorker Yuhua Hamasaki. That's right. She is
the Slazian of the season. I am the Slazian of the season.
She is bringing glamour to DragCon, Miss Thing. You want to know something? I always feel bad for certain queens, and she's one of those queens I do feel bad for because I'm like,
why?
I don't know. I feel like I could tell she's been picked on a lot, and I could tell like she's gone through some stuff, and like, you know, that makes me feel bad. But what doesn't make me feel bad is like the delusional kind of like, just like this delusional sense of confidence that is kind of like cool though. This look is not bad. I don't hate it. It's very clumpy at the tops, and then maybe a thigh-high boot to switch it up, maybe a train, just something to elevate it. But the wrongest thing here, the thing that is the most wrong, is that hair in the back.
We both
I don't get it.
The look is not bad. It's just that the concept in the back was a little bit weak. It looked a little bit arts and crafts to me. If she's gonna do it, go for it 100%. The only way that I think that could clean it up is to actually wear the harness and the straps. But you know what? I also think that she is a very sweet queen. I've met her before. She's very sweet. But on the show, I enjoy it because it's so delusional. It's not coming from a place of malice. It's coming from a place of confidence and delusions that reminds me of the earlier seasons, like, I don't know, Alyssa Edwards, who else? Laganja Stranja.
Yes.
Where they think there's the best thing in the world without realizing that they're not. That's what I like about it. Is there's no malice behind it, you know?
I feel like I look really slutty when I put my knees in the frame.
You do. Sell it, baby!
This should be the thumbnail.
I remember last time you were trying to pose and your hair was in your face. Next up is Lucky Stars, serving you sponge. Now, this is not the color of sponge cake. She's actually giving you the sponge when you clean your dishes, so it's almost like a layer under a layer. There's too many layers to this that it gets lost.
Well, yes.
If she said that this is terror cake or purple birthday cake, I would have bought it. Somewhat. If she just rearranged some of the frosting, I would have bought it.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I kind of like it. And I feel like we've never had a queen like her on the show. To me, this is all new for Drag Race. The closest we got to this was Nina Bonita Brown, but like this looks like more finished. She's Capriing, no shade. Like, I love the idea of the sponge cake. I didn't get it till you said it, but I love it.
It's not sponge cake.
Yes, but like, you know, but there is a sponge cake. To me, it's still like, it could make sense. I kind of like it.
I like the look too. If she rearranged the frosting to make it look like it's a taro cake or a purple birthday cake, I would have liked it better.
That's not frosting.
I know it's not frosting. This is the foam of the sponge when doing your dishes.
I just grew a big appreciation for Miss Thing. She's carrying. Hold on.
The whole bodysuit, purple, and just the frosting at the top or somewhere along the way, I would have bought it. She just needs to stop the idea at taro cake or purple birthday cake and not go in the direction of sponge cleaning. Because this is not kitchen cleaning supplies. That's not the category. The category is cake.
I live, and it's still giving me cake, but it's also giving me trypophobia. I love it, I live it, I breathe it. You know, I hope you use a sponge to clean your asshole.
I don't need to, because I'm hairless.
Next up, we have Lydia, not hole, but butthole Collins. I didn't know that that's what the B stood for.
I don't know either. I think they just made that up now.
Lydia Butthole Collins? I fell out.
Is that a play on word? Lydia Butthole Collins?
I don't know, but
Oh, Collins, like... Collins is almost like colonoscopy, like Collins, C-O-L-O-N.
I don't think this is...
Anyway, we'll figure it out. We're dissecting too much, girl. Just go with
you, because colonoscopy is literally... Girl, Miss Thing, they changed her name to Lydia Colonoscopy Sanchez.
Or Edwards, in the words of Aja. She's giving you Edwards.
Listen, you cannot with my good niece, Miss Lydia Colonoscopy Sanchez.
Okay, which house would I be in and why?
I feel like you...
You can't think of one?
Girl,
Am I an oddball? Am I unwanted?
I don't know. I swear this is not an Asian thing, but maybe you'd be like a ninja.
Are they Asians?
Well, yeah, they have a lot of Asian girls, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I feel like a lot of houses have a lot of Asian girls. I don't know, maybe a ninja or maybe even you would definitely be in like more of like a older house, I feel. I'm in an old house too, so it is what it is. I'm not in like a you know.
Oh, speaking of older, they called Lexi grandma?
That's crazy.
You know what? I have to say that Lexi is so far in my top 2. I feel like she's very well-rounded.
I don't know who's in the top, but I do agree Lexi's been carrying. I live for Lydia. There's something odd about her. I don't know what it is yet. She is very crafty, as she's spoken about making her own outfits. Am I a fan of the back of this outfit as much?
No.
I wish that the lingerie would have been red, but I do like the front of the garment, and I do like the way that it has all that rouging, you know, whether it's intentional or not. You could tell it's a little crafty, but I don't hate it. I like it.
I like this look too compared to last week, because last week was just very arts and craft. This one, although she didn't make it, I enjoy this a lot more. I do agree with you, the back should have been red to match the front. The black just didn't make sense. So she's supposed to be red velvet cake, right? I wish at the front has some more of the white at the top maybe.
Oh.
To make it look like it's frosting. And then the back, when she turns around, then we see the spikes. I would have liked that better. So that it's not just a red dress with spikes in the back. It's red velvet cake, like the theme of the cake category, with the spikes in the back. I wouldn't even be mad if she had like frosting on her too. Kind of like Hormona Lisa. I also think that the back, that strap, and the thong should have been connected because it was too many straps going on in the back and they were 2 different colors.
Yeah, I guess. I wasn't a big fan of the shape of the bodice at the top. I wish that would have been a little bit skinnier because she has like a nice frame. So I think it would have framed the front of her body very well. I will say she's very witty. I like her makeup and I like her confessional banter. Her commentary is very cute. It's very like funny and it's very drag. Like her being catty is just like she's talking about the girls. Like she said, I don't like boring drag. Like that sent me for a loop. I was like, oh, I thought it was hilarious.
Last up is Miss Susie Toots serving you a Shakespearean reference when Nick takes the potion and turns into a donkey. Again, this is like a layer under a layer. There's like 3 different layers to this. So a donkey is also and it's also cake, and that's what she's serving. Do I like both looks? Yes, both looks are well made, but you have to be really smart about this to understand it.
If you have to be really smart to understand this, then I think that the standard for intelligence in the world is very low because I think it's very straightforward, in my opinion.
What if you never read Shakespeare in that play? Would you have gotten it or no?
Yeah, of course. It was clear.
Oh, okay.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, girl, I don't know. Am I just smart or are people dumb? What's happening? I liked it. It's clever. I love Susie too. I think she's so far my number one in the season. Like, I love everything she brings to the table. And ever since the promos, I don't know what she's calling her fans. Farts, you know, toots, whatever. I don't know.
Suzanne's.
I'm a fart and a toot because Susie does it for me. Like, I like her little Betty Boop makeup. Like, it's very, like, different. There's a thing about her that's very genuinely silly, but also, like, theatrical, but also modern. And I think that that's not an easy thing to achieve. I also think her drag is something we haven't seen on the show that often or like this, done this way. And I think it's very refreshing. I like Susie too. The runway wasn't my favorite, but it was a really good runway. Oh, wait. She didn't do a talent this week, right?
No. Her was the tap dancing last week, which was really smart and really well done. Especially with the Morse code. How she incorporated that into her tap dancing.
That was the key. That was the gag. No shade. She deserved to win.
So out of all of these looks, who is your favorite?
I didn't like it. Lana had my favorite outfit because I liked the structure. I liked the fit. I think it was fashion. It was the most fashion. I liked it.
Mine is probably Sam Star because it wasn't literally a cutout of a dress. Well, Aja, thank you so much for joining Bootleg Opinions to give us your official Bootleg Opinions from your kitchen. Thank you so much. Any last words?
This is the longest episode we've ever filmed.
Girl, I am a talker today.
You hurt my feelings, Yuha.
Mm-hmm. And that is our Asian queen, Aja. Bye, Aja.
That's right. I should change my name to Aja Hamasaki.
You can't be Aja Hamasaki.
Hey, squirrel friends, when one video ends, just click on another one. It's called cringe viewing. Go ahead. I support you.